Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Gridiron Medic loadout. This is the dock loadout, or what you're looking for. Now, this is going to be a pretty quick video, or a shorter video than what I normally do, because I've already done the Cobra Enemy Medic loadout. He comes with the same helmet, the same backpack. What is different is that he comes with this belt and holster along with the weapon. So we still have our stretcher, and then we still have the accessories. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do this because I've already showed you guys a couple times on how to take the leg off, but I am going to swap them and put it on a Marvel Legends figure. And you can see, and you'll be able to figure out why I don't have it on here. So this is not my figure. This is the Valorverse Duster, which so many of us have because he was blowing them away because he had way too many of them and was way overstocked, and they didn't sell nearly as well. So he was blown away for like $8 each. So people have so much fodder, and it's not a bad buck to use unless if you don't want to do any painting, and that's because the helmet just doesn't really fit, but maybe you'd be happy with it. So anyway, let's get to this. I'm going to show you the Gridiron loadout, see how everything looks, and then you can decide whether or not you want to pick this up. It's about $50, I do believe. So anyway, before we do, if you like this content, if you like Gridiron stuff, and I've given you a lot of Gridiron stuff, take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a Gridiron video. Now let's go take a look. Okay, as I mentioned, I already have him loaded up here to a point, and then I'm going to show you on this figure, this Hydra figure, using one of the Marvel Shield figures, head sculpts that actually came with these guys over here. How you can also make it work, but there's a reason why I didn't use this. So this is not my figure. This is my buddy's figure. He gave me a Duster, and as I mentioned, this was the Valorverse figure. They were on sale a while ago, and they were a great deal for what you can use them for. So he gave me this. Now, the backpack here, you have this plate carrier, so it can make it look like it's connected. The biggest issue with this was the radio. So the radio here on the Valorverse stuff is glued on. They use the same plate carrier for a lot of their figures, and they just glue different things on where they want them. So this is normally how it would be. So I had to pop this one off so this could fit on properly. And it's the same loadout as this guy right here, who looks like he's about to fall over. And if you watch the video, and I'll post a video at the end of this, you'll see that I actually loaded up one of these guys first, and then moved it over here. So the reason why I did that is this here is now out of the way, and you can keep the cord here. So you want to make it just kind of look like it's plugged in. Again, your figures, you do whatever you want. You just have to kind of wiggle it around because the plate carrier will move for the hole in the back. All right. So looking at this here, you got some really nice detail. I love that there's a nice painted pin for the grenade. You have the backpack, which is going to pop off in a second. And then you have the mortar, which is the exact same way. So here's your mortar. Detail on it is extremely nice. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't stand up. Now, it'd be wonderful if it had some sort of bipod, so you wouldn't have to worry about it falling over, but unfortunately, it doesn't. Neither did the original dock, but you can see the grip on the handle right there. Here is where your mortar, flare, whatever you want to call it, is going to go. Just kind of pops right on in there. And then there is a slot here that you're going to be able to slide it right on in. I'll pop this off real quick here. So this here is your computer. That does come off, but man, this one is on there pretty good. I did not have the same issue with the computer. Opens up like this, but this does come off, and I mean, this is all 3D printed, so you gotta be very careful with it. I really don't want to have to heat it up, but you want to be careful that things don't break. And there we go. So you can see there's just 2 little slots there. There you go. And once you put it down, you have some nice vitals and stuff. So he's going to be able to check the vitals of the figure. Again, these things are really made for display. They are made to go out, take pictures with, take your shots, get some wonderful photography. You know, not only do you have a keyboard, it says Gridiron Studios there. You got the dots where the speaker would be. You got the trackpad. There's just so much detail in this, and a lot of this is because it's 3D printed. That's gonna pop back down, and we're just gonna kind of slide it right on there. But you can see the handle. Unfortunately, the handle doesn't come up. I'm actually kind of surprised, to be honest, because normally their stuff, they do all kinds of detail like you wouldn't believe. So with it, we're gonna get the radio, and just this little bit here just makes that thing pop. Detail is wonderful. You can see all the lines on it. We're going to talk into the buttons for it. And then you have the back here, which has the Gridiron Studio logo. This here slides right on the side. So once again, as you're putting this type of stuff on here, you have your green, your red, you got your little blue, the silver. It all starts popping. All right. We have the scissors that came with the enemy medic loadout, and the detail on it is just real nice. They don't open, but those little things there where the scissors connect are absolutely awesome. Oh, we have glasses. I didn't even see these glasses. These are the dock glasses. They're just all one shade of green. I'll be really interested because, unfortunately, I don't have, well, I guess we'll mess around with it a little bit. All right, here we have our IV bag and our blood bag. And I love the fact that when you look at the blood bag here, it's not just all red. It hangs down to where it's supposed to be. This is going to clip on to the stretcher, and I will show you that in a second. And now this doesn't plug in anywhere. You just kind of tuck it underneath it. Make it look like it's, like it's actually in. And here we have the stretcher, and I'll show you guys everything. I'm kind of all over the place. I do apologize. So this here clamps down. So what you can do is take your IV bag and your blood bag, and once you strap it down like that, you don't have to worry about it falling off. So you can be running around with it. This here, as I showed you in the other video, see how that clamps in? It goes like that. And then this here, when you lift it up, you slide it this way, and then it stays up. So nice little detail there. You got your handles. It goes one way. So when it's sitting down like this, it's nice and flat. It's not wobbly. And then you have your elastic bands, so you can put the figures underneath it and you don't have to worry about them falling off. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that. I'm assuming you can figure that out, and or you can watch my other video. So let's get this off here and pop that thing down. But the detail on the stretcher is nice. Even though it is plastic, it's not like a soft nylon. It looks that way. So again, just the attention to detail is awesome. That's what you're going to get from Gridiron. Now he does come with, and this is different than the enemy medic loadout. You have your pistol here. It says Gridiron there. You have a port for blast effects, and that is going to plug in right here. All right. So nice, soft, 3D printed here, so that can move around. Pistol goes in. You look there, it's got a nice little silver US. Just gonna slide right on in there without any problem. So here's the belt here. You have your nice detail here. It matches the backpack. You got some IV tubes here. At least that's what it looks like to me. Tony's figs can... Oh, they actually come out. Wasn't expecting them to come out, so we'll get this back in after, because I think they're going to be a pain to get in. But you have all the design here. Here's a spot that they reuse the stuff, so it's obviously used for something else. They're not going to do it here. The paint on the hook right there. Right over here on your grenade. So, yeah, throw this thing on here. Let's see if I can get this thing back in on one swift. The arm in the way too. Now, I did not show you how to take off the leg. Now, you will have to take off the leg. We can get that on later. You can take off the leg. I showed you guys over on this figure, and like I said, there will be a link for it. If you heat the figure up in water, all you have to do is you twist the leg here. You're going to pull this down. It's going to come right off the socket. Super easy. I use water. It heats the figure up completely evenly and then pops off. Then all you're going to do is slide off his old belt, which I don't even know. I think I put it away already. Slide off the old belt. Slide this belt up. All right. Then we take a look at the helmet, and you have that nice tan looking helmet that our buddy Doc used to wear, along with the green visor. Now, he didn't have a green visor, I know, before anyone says anything. So this is the same helmet that you're going to get with this guy. And yes, you should be able to remove the nods and use them over here, along with this trooper back here. All right, so the detail here looks wonderful. Again, it is a little bit different than Doc. You got the flashlight up here. Doesn't have the pill cases, and I'm perfectly fine with that. You got GS on the back for Gridiron. Now, to start off, you cannot use the duster head. So I had to get a balaclava head, however you say it, to throw this on here. Also, this guy right here had the exact same issue. His hair is too big, so he doesn't fit. So you wouldn't be able to use either one of them. Also, do not use a black balaclava because, well, he looks like he's blackface and just comes off looking wrong. All right, so the question is, why did I not put it on this Hydra agent? Because I actually think that this looks really good. I think the yellow makes it really pop with the green here. And then when you have the tan helmet that I'm going to slide on here, if you feel like it's not fitting, heat it up. It will mold to where it needs to go. And now you look at this, and I think this actually looks much better. Now again, we're using a Marvel Legends Shield Agent head here, and this is the Hydra. Now, what I would do is use some Winsor Newton to remove the Hydra agent. I might leave the H on, maybe hospital, whatever, but I like the orange on it and the green. I think it really pops. So this one is my figure, but I was going to do it showing you how it actually fits. The problem is this belt here is way too big for the waist. And when I say too big, I mean way too big. I was actually able to take the belt that you're looking at here. You can actually see that it's a little bit big on this Valaverse figure, but it's still fine. I was able to slide it up on the legs without having to remove the legs. Where theirs, it just kind of pops right off because it has the little mushroom grip and just pops right on like that. So that is the reason why I didn't use this figure, because I needed to show off how this comes on. But if I was going to buy this figure, if I was going to buy this loadout, I would use this guy for my medic. I would use this belt for something else. Maybe even leave it on this figure here, although I do like the belt that the Valaverse comes with. You can just kind of start moving things around and seeing how it all looks. Again, your figure. You play with it however you want. No one's taking your stuff away. Have fun. That's what it's really all about. So let's try and throw these glasses on dock. And I gotta say, you've actually created an actual dock. I think that face looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong. It's no Samuel Jackson as Doc, like some other people think was going to be Doc's head. But hey, this actually works pretty damn well. I do these reviews with my buddy stuff, and it makes me want to go ahead and order this stuff. So you're kind of seeing here just a few different ways that you can mod your figures using these Gridiron loadouts. I really like the way this looks. It gives me just a different feel. But with it not being mine and doing the review, even if I was mine and I was doing the review, I'd want to show you how the belt goes on. I think the belt looks really good over here on him. It actually matches, especially give this, when you give the facial covering here, again, way different. Everything is, the colors really do seem to match fairly well in my opinion. So there you go. If you want it, this is a $50 loadout. A lot of stuff. Wonderful for pictures. You're going to be able to do so many different things. But hey, maybe you're just going to wait for Doc. I don't have a problem with it. Maybe you want another medic to go with your Doc when he shows up. Maybe you want to mix and match. You're going to have that chance. You're going to have the ability to do that. But this is what I got for you. So that's all. All right, so there you go. That is your Gridiron Medic. Yeah, I don't have everything on them. Some of the stuff's sitting over there, but I like the way the glasses look. It actually looks like it's Doc. And, again, I think when you do get Doc, maybe you want to create this figure, get rid of this stuff. This stuff, it makes me want to order more stuff. And I'll be honest that Gridiron stuff is very expensive. A lot of stuff in this hobby that we're doing, it's expensive stuff. And the more and more you get deeper into it, the more you start spending more on this type of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with it. You start to get into photography, you start doing dials for yourself, and you want something different than just what the Hasbro team gives you, what Valiverse gives you. You want to mix and match. You want to create your own cannon, your own head cannon. Well, this is a perfect way to do it. It's expensive, yes, but I think that once you get into the stuff and you realize how well it's made and all the things that you can do, if this is something you enjoy doing in your spare time, it is well worth it. I can't tell you to spend $300 every couple weeks at Gridiron. Not everyone can do it. I know I can't do it. So it's up to you. I just like to give you guys a video to showcase some of the things that you can do if you so choose to. So I'm going to get out of here. Before I do, Facebook group page is Punks with Toys, because once you join, you're a punk with toys. The Instagrams, if you're not following a Punk with Toys, there's 2 different ones. They're both mine. Subscribe to both. I'm going to get out of here. You know the deal. Take a second. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a Gridiron video, a G.I. Joe video, something like that. Now I'm going to get out of here. I told you what I'm going to leave is the enemy medic from Gridiron loadout right here. And down here is the Gridiron playlist of every Gridiron thing that I've done. Take care.